Hey, you. Yeah, you. Your friend told me that you've got the itch, the need, that insatiable desire to start golfing. You just aren't sure where to begin. You know, just last April I was in your shoes. I didn't really golf that often. Sure, I'd been a few times, but nothing significant. And I wanted to pick up the sport again, but it felt a bit intimidating. So I started this series, Couch to Course, to help new golfers, brand new golfers, feel more at home as they step onto a golf course for the first time. You're probably saying to me right now, hold up, Clint. Well, wait, what the heck? How did I even know your name was Clint? But hold up, Clint. I can't go out golfing right now because, you know what? I don't have any gear. Obviously, you're going to need some golf clubs. Now, some people will point you to a few used golf clubs like a driver, a sand wedge, or an 8-iron, and that becomes a little confusing, I think, for the newer golfer because you might not even know what the difference is between a sand wedge and an 8-iron or a driver is. And some people are going to try and steer you the most expensive route and go towards a brand new custom fitted set of clubs that's especially made for you. And that can get quite pricey quite quickly. I tend to fall somewhere in the middle of those two opinions and think that you should pick up a quality package set of golf clubs. There are some pros and cons to picking up a package set of golf clubs, so let's go ahead and talk through those right now. One of the biggest pros, in my mind, to picking up a good package set is that it's going to contain everything you need to hit the course immediately except for balls and tees. You're going to get a driver, a wood, a hybrid, a couple irons, probably a wedge or two, and even a putter, plus a bag so that you can carry everything around. I'm not going to overwhelm you by talking about a bunch of different options. If you are 6 feet or under, I would recommend taking a look at the Callaway Strata set, and if you're over 6 feet, I would go ahead and take a look at the Wilson Deep Red set. That's the set that I personally own, the set that you see in the background here. I like that set because the iron lengths are about a ½ inch to maybe a quarter of an inch longer, and it just fits my frame a little bit better. Now, if you're somewhat confused about what iron length is standard compared to height and all that, I'll go ahead and throw up a chart right now. Another advantage of buying a package set is that you're not going to feel so bad if you ding them up or scuff them when you miss hit, or accidentally drop them off the back of the cart because you didn't strap them in properly. It never feels good to scratch up any sort of club that you own, but at least you didn't put a sky mark on your brand new $400 plus driver just because you couldn't execute a proper golf swing. All you did was simply scratch up a cheaper club that you're likely to replace one day anyway. And should you happen to lose interest, at least those clubs that gather dust in your garage won't make that much of a difference to your wallet, as opposed to buying a brand new custom fitted set of clubs that could cost thousands of dollars. Now on to the cons of buying a package set. There are going to be gaps in your bag, and when I say that, I mean you're not going to get everything included in the bag when you buy the set. You're not going to get some of the lower numbers of irons, usually a 2, a 3, a 4, what have you. Maybe not even a 5, it just depends on your package set. You may or may not get a gap wedge or a sand wedge in the bag. The set is not meant to be all-encompassing. It's just meant to get you out and get you started playing. Also, not all package sets are created equal. Some quality level is way up here, while some quality level is way down here. Go ahead and do some research and maybe talk to a friend who you trust, who also golfs, before you go ahead and buy. The second item that everyone wants to discuss ad nauseum is golf balls. What type of golf ball do you play? And there's a lot of judgment associated with what type of golf ball that you play in golf for some reason, and I never really understood that. As a beginner golfer, play whatever the heck you want. If you want to play a super expensive premium ball like a Pro V1, $4, $5, $6, $7 a ball, whatever it is, go ahead and play it. If you want to play a cheaper ball like a TaylorMade Distance Plus, that is probably, what, $1 ball? Play that one. It doesn't matter. Do whatever you want when it comes to golf balls when you first start, because the goal is to get out and start practicing and start playing and start enjoying the game. I personally play cheaper balls because then I won't be mad if I lose them. Maybe you want to as well. Or maybe you like getting mad and throwing your club in a lake. I don't really know. Of course, now that you have some balls, you're going to need to prop them up on the tee box with something. This is where we start to talk about golf tees. Golf tees can be made of wood or plastic, and they can come in a variety of heights, styles, colors, that sort of thing. I would recommend go ahead and picking up a few styles at first and just see which you like best. Every swing is probably suited a little bit different, so go ahead and try out a few. The next two items that you need will be used on or around the green area. Now, I'm not there often, but when I am, I need a ball marker and a divot repair tool. These two items you don't need to spend money on separately. You can actually use a golf tee for both, and I'll make sure to show you how to do that in the following videos of this series. So at this point, we're almost ready to start golfing, but I really believe you need one more piece of gear, and this piece of gear makes the biggest impact on your game, in my opinion. Shoes. When you buy a comfortable, proper pair of golf shoes, I guarantee your game will improve. You are able to grip the turf better and transfer the power from your legs and core through the swing easier without losing your balance. There are so many options out there, and your feet are unlike anyone else, so all I can recommend is to try the shoes on in store first. Don't just purchase online right away without knowing how comfortable or tight or loose a shoe fits. Along with shoes, you're probably going to need to check your closet for some proper golf attire. You can go as fancy as dress slacks and a nice polo, all the way down to as casual as a t-shirt and some shorts. But it really depends on where you're going golfing, and we'll cover that in the next video. Speaking of the next video, this one is done. But before you go watch the others, don't. Subscribe, smash the like button, and I hope to see you out there.